is once when we get to the next step of where you're trying to go and we've quantified that, is the first thing then when you go back to revisit your outflows is you are going to want to pay yourself first. So if it's determined that you're trying to save so work can become an option, to educate the kids down the road, maybe you want to buy a second home, maybe you want to step up travel when work's an option. Once you understand how much you need to save, then you can break it into a monthly component. And what I would say, what we recommend is you take your net income, and if it's $500 a month, okay. If I have, I'm going to keep this real simple, $1,000 a month of net income and I want $500 for future goals, I have $500 to spend on all else. So it's generally, we're kind of flipping it, because most people say, here's what I take home, here's what I'm already spending, and oh, I have, you know, $10 a month to save. And so we're kind of flipping it on its head.
And the government takes their piece first, so you should take your piece first too, right? You have to pay your taxes first.
Yes.
So think about yourself as a priority. And I like to say that it's not savings, it's deferred spending. I know it's kind of in the marketing, but you are saving to spend it down the road. So if you can think of it like that, it doesn't seem so draconian to your lifestyle. But say, I'm going to do this for myself for later. So, yeah. But, and why do you care about your inflows and outflows? I think that the next page kind of defines why. Because if you're accumulating debt, you're putting yourself in a hole. If you're just breaking even, living paycheck to paycheck, you know, you've got that constant financial stress, and that can be, I mean, for some people it can be debilitating. It keeps you up at night, it creates anxiety. But if your income exceeds your expenses and your saving, that's how you build wealth. It's not really, you know, it seems so simple, but so many people just don't really understand it. Right. So,
and I think it's taking, I agree, just to piggyback off what you're saying, Mary Beth, is it does seem simple, and generally figuring out what you have coming in and going out is simple. I think it's an exercise that most people don't want to do, because they either don't want to realize how much am I spending on whatever it is, you know, like whether it's clothing or the kids or travel or the house. So I think they look at it kind of ignorance is bliss. But even if you are able to cover everything today, you're literally just treading water.
It's kind of it's true and it's false.
I've heard that.
If you check your credit, that will not hurt you. If you have a lot of banks because you've gone on there and I want to maybe refinance my mortgage, or I want to get a home equity line, or you go into, Ann Taylor, Nordstrom and Bloomingdale's, and you get a credit card, and each time that they go, it's because what the credit bureau looks like, and so does a future or potential lender, how much credit you have available to you, and what that would do if you actually took every single penny of it down. So it actually is a good thing to check your own credit score. But if you're going out and, they do that all the time to you, right? I mean, if you want to save 15% today and open up another credit card, unless you're really going to be a frequent shopper at those at the store, don't get the credit card. You're better off with a Visa where you're getting miles, in my opinion, and MasterCard, whatever. Bank One has got a great reward system. But I would say those are the things that will hurt you.